Place them around the circumference. We're gonna blow it up. This thing dies. So do the Ood.
I think you're right, man.
Because remember, them ones that was in their huddle, they was natural born, right?
Yeah.
Natural born from what? Where they come from?
What's going on? It's your boy Sintel with the intel, and you can already see Rakai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, Governor.
Hey!
What's going on?
Yo, both of our things is like, it's early in the morning. Hey, listen, but it's never too early to give y'all what y'all looking for. This is Doctor Who Season 4, Episode 3. This is titled Planet of the Ood. So make sure you stay to the very end because you know me and Rakai, we're going to chop it up. Have a bit of a back and forth, if you will, over the things that we've enjoyed and the things that we've been scratching our heads on. Hey, big shout out to everybody in the chat that's been paid attention to some of our catchphrases. Yes, you're all a part of the family.
Hey, did you see what I said on the Sintel Rakai bingo card?
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Yo, so get your bingo card out because I promise you we're going to be marking off some stuff. Without any further ado, let's get started. Woo, man, we've been a bit of a Who break. Well, old school Who break.
Yeah.
Came from a distant world.
Yuck.
We back to the calamari face.
Ugh.
One purpose.
Get out your marinara. Get out your cocktail
your
sauce.
roast beef face. The Arby face.
Mm-hmm.
The we got the meat space aliens.
So get going.
Idiot. Bleeding us dry. You there, get me last month's military export figures. The army always need more grunts.
What is the name of the artist that make that in the background? The original. Is that a Warhol? Is that what that is? Andy Warhol?
I think it's an Andy Warhol, yes.
That, I said military figures. That's the domestic file. Get me the military.
Oh, wait a minute.
File is irrelevant, sir.
Oh, why is that?
Oh!
Set the controls to random. Mystery tour. Outside that door, could be any planet, anywhere, anywhen in the whole wide... Are you all right?
History's one thing, but an alien planet.
I can always take you home.
I mean, yeah, last time he took her anywhere, I mean, he took her to an active volcano. So,
yeah. I feel like he should still be apologizing for that a little bit.
I don't know, it's all sort of... I don't know what the word is.
Oh, you might want to throw on a parka.
That's more like it, lovely. What do you think?
You're cold.
Look at that view.
Yep. Beautiful, cold view.
See, here's the thing. If she feel like that, why don't she go back in?
2 weeks holiday a year, and then you end up here. Donna Noble, citizen of the earth, standing on a different planet. How about that, Donna?
She's like, nah, I'm out. I'm about to grab this coat.
Go back in. It's cold.
She got her Nanook up the north on.
Yeah, she came out with the triple fat.
Blimey, a real proper rocket. Now that's what I call a spaceship. You've got a box, he's got a Ferrari.
Wow.
His is bigger than yours.
Come on, facts and figures. I haven't flown all this way to discuss the weather, which, by the way, is freezing.
Solana has the biggest set.
Solana Mercurius, sir, head of marketing and galactic liaison.
That's just what I need.
Hello.
Right? Telling you, whoever be doing casting, but they know.
I know.
Using the translatable as a weapon. How's that work?
Well, no idea. I'm checking the equipment. Nothing so far.
Can't see its eyes from this angle.
Yeah, I think we have to assume red eye.
Look, and they got one of them standing behind them, man.
With the Ood?
Sorry, but according to your own rules, sir, there's no alcohol allowed on base.
It's hair tonic, if you must know.
Nah. I'm sensitive about it, man. Come on now.
Man, you gotta drink it instead of just putting it on his head.
Get your Rogaine right.
Donna, take your hood down.
What?
That noise is like a song. Over there.
You know, it'd be interesting too, because he hasn't dealt with the Ood. He has, but
not this version of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Delta 50.
My name's Donna.
No. You don't need to.
Sorry.
I would have done the same thing.
The circle.
No, don't try to talk.
The circle must be broken. Circle? What do you mean? Delta 50, what circle? Delta 50, what circle?
Oh.
Who was he? What's an Ood?
They're servants of humans in the 42nd century. Mildly telepathic, that was the
Servants.
benign, except the last time I met them, there was this force, like a stronger...
Oh, he remembers.
The devil.
What sort of force?
Long story.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ood-Sphere. And isn't it bracing? Here are your information packs with vouchers.
She is too cute. The Ood-Sphere.
Must have fallen off my list. My apologies. It won't happen again. Now then, Dr. Noble, Mrs. Noble, if you'd like to come with me.
Oh, no, we're not married.
We're so not married.
No.
No relation.
Don't worry, Mr. Hoffman. We're on it.
As red as sin.
As you can see, the Ood are happy to serve. And we keep them in for...
Oh, they're happy to serve, huh?
With trusted friends. As much as a slave could be a trusted friend.
I remember we had issues with it the first time we talked about him. We was like,
reflection of us. If your Ood is happy, then you'll be happy too.
Is that like the whole happy wife, happy life thing that she's trying to say?
Get it out of sight!
Sales figures needed by 1900, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, breeding them and selling them off? Is that what they're doing out here?
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you're thinking so far. And this Ood comes with a fiddle.
For only 5 additional credits. The details are in your brochure.
He said, we call this one Chicken George.
All the bees disappearing.
Yeah. The thing about the bees is odd.
But look at us. We're everywhere. Is that good or bad, though? I mean, we...
Yeah, that's the real question. Is that good or bad?
What are the red dots?
Ood distribution centers.
Across 3 galaxies. Don't the Ood get a say in this?
Hey, there's a good question, finally.
Tell me, are you all like this?
I do not understand, miss.
Why do you say miss? Do I look single?
Back to the point.
Yeah.
Like, yo, chill out. There we go.
I've had enough of the schmoozing. Suppose they're going off the beaten track.
Now, if I can introduce you, rough guide to the Oods.
He's like, time to get in trouble.
What the hell is wrong with it? It's obviously stage 2.
They're gonna cut off his foot.
This is a fat lot of good, all of you. We're exporting hundreds of pounds.
Dang, he really is rabid.
Oh, he is. He gonna end up giving that man some poison or something. He keep asking for this drink. Dude is...
Come on,
means
man.
He's got to be dead first.
Oh, the other Ood said, what?
They said,
wow.
They said, that's my cousin. That's my cousin, little Ray in there.
Man, you can't have Ood showing out in front of other Ood. It might give him ideas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get up.
You done broke ranks there, boy.
Oh, they got the whip.
He got
too?
a whip.
Come on, man. They got the whip too.
And they try to have a black man do it.
Come on, man.
I mean, I know it's 4,000 or something, but for real.
Got the stench of it.
Deep door open.
I mean, if you feel that strongly about it, it's probably something you shouldn't be doing.
It's probably like the equivalent of like what a slave ship would be.
Slave ship, yeah.
Search. No alarms. Got that? Keep it quiet. See? Hellos. Drink.
Where's he getting that drink from?
You think it's the devil? Yo, I'm like, yo, I'm right here. You have to whistle that loud. I always see shipping containers like that, and it makes me want to play Call of Duty.
Yeah. Or I'm getting ready to see what's his face? Indiana Jones.
Ah, the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
So that we can sing.
Mr. Halpin, I'm in Ood cargo. I found you unwanted guests. Go.
Bro, if they start singing Ood spirituals, I might.
I got this one. I've always wanted to do this.
Well, he's Samuel L. Jackson's character in Django.
Mm-hmm. You'll never take Candyland.
How many Ood in total?
I'd say about 2,000.
Some insurance is for. Drink. We've plenty more on the breeding farms.
You don't even know what drink he's giving you. He just drinking it.
You ever see the movie The Help?
My pleasure.
Yeah.
You know, small
Get him a
ways
piece of pie.
yeah, exactly. Small ways of revolting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. They are really singing old Ood spiritual songs.
That's right.
Yes. I mean, can you get any more on the head than hell on the head than this episode is right now?
Yeah. Let my meat's face go.
I can't hear it.
Do you want to?
It's not for you.
Yeah.
It's the song of captivity.
Let me hear it.
Who are the writers? I got to see who the writers is on this show.
Okay. You about to hear these old Negro spirituals.
Mm-hmm.
I can't bear it. I'm sorry.
She folded. 10 seconds in. She couldn't even listen to the song, let alone go through it.
All the time.
Notice their little cords coming out their mouth look more like umbilical cords than the other ones that was all straight. Yeah.
Hurry up!
Yes, sir.
They're breaking in.
Well, he said they was natural born.
Ood are born with a secondary brain. Like the amygdala in humans, it processes memory and emotions. You get rid of that, you wouldn't be Donna anymore. You'd be...
That's what's in the translator thing.
Cuts off their brains.
They stitch on the translator.
Like a lobotomy.
And that's why you said it looked like an umbilical cord.
He's so wonderful out here. I want to go home.
Ooh.
No, don't go home.
She
Do
didn't
something
quit.
about it. Do something about it. Don't run from it.
What are you doing? Arrest me! Lock me up! Throw me in a cage! Well, you're too late. Ha!
AKA Jim Crow.
You're gonna gas them.
Kill the livestock. The classic foot and mouth solution from the olden days.
Oh, that's definitely Jim Crow. That's exactly
Jim
what that
Crow,
is.
Holocaust.
I'm sorry, if I could ask you one more time. Could all the reps please come through to the education suites?
Why move now?
The education suites.
The
Isn't that a
Ood's
term?
getting a house
Re-education?
shop.
Wasn't that a term for the in the Holocaust?
She going, old girl going to take an L.
I could sell this. You could offer different colors.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Ood.
Just get dead.
Do your thing.
Give us a free. That's what you get, sister.
Everybody,
don't
let's
run now.
go.
Don't run now. I wonder why they infected his Ood.
Let me out of here!
I mean, there's always a house Ood.
Oh, that's what you get.
Yep. Take that, take that, take that.
What do you mean?
A creature couldn't survive with a separate forebrain and a hindbrain. They'd be at war with themselves. There's got to be something else. A third element, am I right?
And again, so clever.
But it's got to be connected to the red eye.
Yep.
Go. Join your people while you still can.
Man, if you don't crack that dude in the side of his head with your little...
Not them two.
Doctor, Donna, friends.
Yes, that's us.
That's me, friends.
Oh.
Get these meat tentacles.
Oh, no. So what is it in 15? You think they... I mean, the devil wouldn't have just let him pick him up.
Yeah, I don't... Because of what we're thinking about that episode, that's the first initial thought, right? Is that you think it's going to be the devil again. But I think it's going to...
But I'm thinking...
I think they're going to do something different with it this go-round.
This planet.
Yeah, I'm
That's it,
thinking like
Mark.
if
You've
they're
got
a
the family
hive
running
mind, like a
this
hive
doctor,
mind
right?
like bees,
Mhm.
right? And they even mention bees in this, then there's got to be like a queen, right?
Right. I'm with you on that. I can follow you on that one.
Place them around the circumference. We're gonna blow it up. This thing dies. So do the Ood.
I think you're right,
Because
man.
remember, them ones that was in their huddle, they was natural born, right?
Yeah.
Natural born from what? Where they come from? There's got to be some kind of queen or something.
The Ood brain.
Ah.
That's the missing link. Third element. Binding them together. Forebrain, hindbrain, and this. The telepathic center.
Yeah.
Stopping the Ood from connecting for 200 years.
And you, Ood Sigma, you brought them here. I expected better.
My place is at your side, sir.
Please crack him in the head.
Push him over the top.
If that barrier
Wait, what just happened to him?
Had to be accelerated. Should never give me access to the controls, Mr. Halpin. I lowered the barrier to its minimum. Friends of the Oods.
Hey, there we go.
10 years to infiltrate the company.
That's what I'm talking about, a man of action.
We succeeded.
Yes.
Oh, come on, my boy.
That's my dog.
Yes, you did.
Watch, he gonna push him over.
That's all right. Maybe
Okay,
the
that was
Ood brain
crazy.
saved him. Maybe.
Very observant, Ginger. Now then,
He caught a ginger.
can't say I've ever shot anyone before.
Look, you see him choking?
Yeah. It's that tonic.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah, it's the help, bruh. Mm-hmm.
Please have a drink, sir.
if you're gonna stand in their way, I'll shoot you.
Yep.
Have you poisoned?
Yes, sir.
What have you done?
Oh, they've been preparing you for a very long time.
Oh. Oh. Peeled your muffin cap back, Blue. Look at you. Now you got the tentacles. One of us. Oh.
The message has gone out. That song resonated across the galaxies. Everyone heard it. Everyone knows. Thanks.
I think your song must end soon.
Meaning?
Every song must end.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some foreshadowing.
He said, yeah. Why you get all creepy, dude?
Our children will sing of the Dr. Donna, and our children's children. The wind and the ice and the snow will carry your names.
Dr. Donna.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Centel. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Now you want to talk about an episode that is right on the nose. Doctor Who typically kind of like hits you with some stuff from time to time where you kind of like have to watch it kind of like unravel and to get the story kind of how it unfolds. And maybe it's just because of, you know, our history, we were able to see it right on the nose from the very beginning. But this one was, yeah, what a lot of mystery with this one. I feel like somebody hopped into the hot tub time machine after watching our very first interaction with the Ood and how we picked up on it immediately in that episode and was like, man, this seems a little shaky, even though it wasn't about that. Me and you kind of picked up on it and was like, nah, we feeling some kind of way about the Ood. Two seasons later, we have this episode and they're like, yeah, you're right, let's talk about it. That's what it feels like. How are you feeling about this episode?
Dude. So you know, what is it? Is it serendipitous when all things kind of collide and kind of, you know, work out perfectly? This is like the perfect storm, but not necessarily a good perfect storm because, okay, so again, our history. We started off watching all Doctor Who with Ncuti, with the emergence of the 15th Doctor. But we instantly heard and tried to keep ourselves kind of secluded from hearing all of the backlash on, oh my God, there's a black doctor. And we was like, yeah, it can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? And this seems interesting. And we decided to go back in time and watch all of New Who. But we watched this episode. We watched the original episode with the Ood, which was the one with Satan or Planet Impossible Planet or something like that, season 1. And we picked up on it. But to watch this, and just in our timeline of how we've been watching, to watch this right behind when we watch season 14, episode 5, Dot and Bubble, which again is one of those things is like, wait a minute, this is some subtle, but it's still kind of in your face, especially Doctor Who, like racism, where we like, nah, maybe we tripping.
Right.
Nah, it's classism. It's more classism than racism. Maybe we just, you know what I'm saying? Because my natural spidey sense, my, you know what I'm saying, like went off, and I was like, uh-oh, somebody wants to get the hands to that, like, and then to watch this, like this right here. So this is not subtle. This is blatant. This is overt. I feel like if we had watched this
first
before we saw Dot and Bubble,
yeah,
I would have had a completely different. And I guess that's the thing about watching things out of order, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, you know, we've heard the grumblings with people saying that, you know, Disney's woke, and it's not Disney because they grumbled, you know, that Jodie Whittaker, you know, they doctor couldn't be a woman. And whatever people say, the stories was bad, the writing was bad, y'all, they complained before they even watched the story.
Right.
They complained the same about Ncuti. You know, not my doctor. Listen, let it go. Knock it off. But this right here.
Yeah.
This right here has so many, and it's kind of, I like how Doctor Who can do that. They can make these stories. It's a sci-fi, fantastical story 2,000 years from now. But even though the people are different, the problem's the same. You know, the species is different. And it all really boiled down to their little liaison. Bless her little cute heart. She had to get it though.
Oh yeah,
she had to get got.
She had to get that. She had to get got. Had to.
Because like she said, the people know that she doesn't ask no questions. You know, and listen, in the year that we in, we dealing with the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not even, ignorance is not even blissful anymore. Nah. It's willful. It's willful. Yeah. You choose not to know. Yeah.
There was something I thought was really interesting. So I literally have I'm like 3/4 of the way through Michael Harriot's book, Black AF History. I highly recommend it. It's very enlightening. And there was a chapter where he talked about how in American history, they actually sent psychologists and scientists to try to understand why slaves wanted to be free. And they literally said that it was a sickness that slaves had, that they should be happy to be kept in bondage and be held in captivity, and to think otherwise is there's something wrong with the slave's brain. They literally said they were mentally unwell because they did not want to be slaves. This is a fact in American history. And for them to address that in this episode with the Ood being rabid and being upset because they do not want to be held captive. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like the planets are colliding. To actually see this, it shook me so much that I had to actually go back to IMDb, and I was like, man, who are the writers of this? And I don't think they're African Americans or even Americans for that matter, but they're at least able to understand that there is an inherent problem with people being held in captivity against their will. And to address it, because here's the thing that's kind of cool about Doctor Who. Some people don't want to talk about certain subject matters because it's just too uncomfortable for them. They just don't want to take responsibility and own up to things that have happened in the past. Don't talk to me about that. But when you go through the filter of Doctor Who and you make it, oyster face aliens, tentacle faces, and all that other stuff, and you have them going through that process, it doesn't feel as personal. People are more likely to take the message and being like, oh, well, maybe I can listen to it. It's kind of like, trying to trick a dog into taking its medicine by wrapping it in cheese. Doctor Who's wrapped this pill of information of this is a wrong thing that is happening, wrapped it in cheese and is feeding it to the dogs. Like, you're gonna get this medicine regardless, So I do tip my hat to it. And I know viewers watching this may probably feel some kind of way about us being kind of like lighthearted about this. I know it's a very serious subject. You have to understand, like, we have been beat over the head over and over and over regarding our history. And to this point, it's almost like, what's the term they call it? Like trauma porn? I think that's what they call it now. Mm-hmm. So we are a little more lighthearted and maybe not, dropping tears regarding, the Negro spirituals or the Ood spirituals being sung and having these aha moments. Trust me, we've seen it a lot. But I do want to recognize the fact that I am thankful for the writers and the producers of the show for at least taking the time to recognize the fact that this is horrible. And I don't even know if they are trying to tie it into American history and slavery. It's just this act that is being done, and you can take from it what you want. I see you over there waiting over there. What else you got to say about this, my guy?
The thing about this particular episode, and it's sad that we have to also apologize to people who think that that we are talking about this with a little bit of levity. And that's because at this point it's tiresome.
There we go.
It's tiresome. I love your analogy where they gave us the peel and they wrapped it in cheese for us. But the sad thing is, many people will watch this and draw zero correlations to their own life.
That's very true.
They will tell you all day long that, oh, it is so wrong to do that to the Ood or whatever. And they'd be like, but you were just racist as hell to that one dude at work. It's like, oh, but that's different.
Yeah.
It's not. And a lot of people can't see it. And when it doesn't affect us directly, when it doesn't affect our sphere, a lot of people are like that. You don't know what it's like dealing with a crackhead till you got one in your family. You don't know what it's like dealing with a homeless person till you got one in your family. You don't know what it's like dealing with somebody with HIV till you got one in your family. And I can go on and on and on. The small town where my kids go to school, when we came down here and they left the city and left their school district, they came down here because I met some good people and they had a promise of some wonderful things were happening. And I came down and they were right. And I was surprised to see that their school district here looked very much like an urban city school district, even though it's a small country town. But the one thing I did notice very quickly, that this might be the beige capital of the world. There was more little mixed kids here than you could shake a stick at. And I was like, it's amazing to me that maybe this town just said, they can't fight it. Because it was apparent that a bunch of their daughters, got upset or, I'm tired of you acting this way, Paul, and went off to the big city and and Jamal or Tyrone or something did what they did and sent them on back down here. And now you know what I'm saying, you hated them black people until you saw a beautiful little child that now you got to call grandchild. And now you know, now your sensibility starts to change. Listen, I can go anywhere. There's so many older Caucasian people walking around, these little mixed children. And I was like, look at your little grandbaby. And it's like, you know, and they be showing up and rooting for them at the games and stuff. And I was like, wow, this town's different.
Well, but like you
different.
said, man, once it happens to your family, you think about it differently. I didn't mean to cut you off. Please continue.
No, you're absolutely right. Because at this point, you know, your daughter went off or whatever, and you know, you thought you was gonna lose it. She came back home, but now shun her child. You're gonna lose your daughter and your grandchild.
That part.
You're gonna be.
Yeah, it was great. You know, there was another moment I kind of wanted to bring up, and to me it's really pivotal, and that is Donna. Donna, to me, I'm still learning and figuring her out as a character as a whole. And she said something and had an action that was shocking but not shocking, and that was when she listened to the song, she became so overwhelmed that she couldn't listen to it anymore, and she just wanted to run away. And I have a lot of, let me not say a lot. There are people in my life who do exactly that. They just want to run away from what's clearly in front of them instead of addressing, helping, doing something, taking action. And Donna can fit a lot of that description for people that have personally affected my life. And it's just like, well, you're not gonna do anything. You're just gonna, you know, put a Black Lives Matter hashtag on the social media and kind of keep it moving, not actually taking the action. And Donna did that exact same thing. Of course, it wasn't a full redemption that I was hoping for regarding her taking action, but she did do something, you know, with going along with the doctor. And the doctor was actively doing something, what I call, you know, being a real ally. You're not just, you know, you can't just run from something because it's uncomfortable. You have to actually do something. And for them to actually take action towards the end meant a lot to me as far as like those characters are concerned. I mean, the doctor's always going to be true blue, but for Donna, somebody that I don't know at all, I'm paying attention. I'm like, what kind of person are you? You know. So that's my last little tidbit. Is there anything you want to close out with before we end this up?
Yeah, I think Donna's heart is in the right place, and you can see that. I mean, I think it's easy to jump in there and say, you know what, we must save these people, like in the fires of Pompeii. But
yeah, because she was definitely about that life then. She was.
Yeah, she was. But again, them people look like you.
That's
so
a
it's
good
easy
point.
to say that.
Oh,
it's easy to say that. Then compassion is easy to show when they look like you. So now we take something and slightly twist it. So now we're not talking about race, and that would be way too overt. But now the Ood don't look like you. They're not even human. I mean, there is right now, real deal today, there's a senator or somebody who was on Capitol Hill arguing about slaves should have been grateful because they were taught skills.
Right. Yeah.
That's a whole different. Listen, in case y'all didn't know, and we just gonna do it now. We're not gonna come back to it. In case y'all didn't know, Deep Dive is coming. Listen.
I can only imagine. Woo! Oh, I know that was gonna be crazy. That was gonna be crazy.
Not only that, if you haven't had a chance to check it out already, go back and look at my live that I did about Dot and Bubble, about episode 5 of season 14, just because me and Centel watched it through one lens, and then people's like, no, that was really racism. That wasn't classism. I was like, shut your face. So then go back and look at it. And I was like, oh, It was just smacking me all in the face. And I was like, yeah, I got to talk about it. This, I got to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, you're right. Like, people say this about when it affects you personally, then they won't do something. But here's one thing that I learned. I have a problem with the word ally. I don't need no damn allies. I don't want no allies. Hell, United States was the allies of England in World War II. And they waited until it was in their best interest to jump into the war. They didn't jump in the beginning. They had all this military might. And they was like, we'll wait, we'll see, because it didn't benefit the United States at all to get into conflict. And they waited. I don't need an ally. We don't need an ally. I need an accomplice.
Ooh.
An ally, you can choose when it gets heavy, when it gets thick. You be like, ooh, too much for me. Tell me how it ended. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go on back to the house. You let me know how it works out. Black Lives Matter.
And I'm out. You got me excited, man. You got me excited.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need more stuff like the Freedom Riders. You know, back in the 60s, there was actual white people that was on the buses with them. And they were going to put their bodies, their lives at risk, at jeopardy, and suffer everything that was coming for them black people from the KKK and the skinheads and everybody else that was out there. We need accomplices. You got to have some skin in the game.
Hey, listen, if you haven't already picked up on it, and I know the vast majority of everybody that's been listening to this has already subscribed to Rakai's channel. If you haven't, what are you doing? Don't worry, this link in the description is clickable. You can get to it super easy. And if you've been enjoying the conversation that me and Rakai have been having on this channel, and you are a little bit late to the party, hit the subscription button on this channel as well. Let us know what we got right, what we got wrong. And the fun one is definitely what did we miss? And I am curious what you all are going to say in the chat. You all are just like a godsend when it comes to just keeping the conversation flowing and making us look at things from different angles. We're giving you how we feel based off of the history that we have on how we feel about this episode. I am curious how you all feel about this episode. Is it resonating in a different way, from a different angle that we're just incapable of seeing? Let us know. And if there's something that you don't agree with, let us know as well. I love that space because everybody seems to be comfortable and willing to allow people talk. So thank you for that. I'm done being long-winded. I just wanted to applaud the community. I think that's about it, right? We're gonna get ready for the next episode. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you then. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.